Yes, hello everyone. In this session, we'll be discussing the concept of named pipes. That is, this is one of the IPC mechanisms, that is inter-process communications, when the two unrelated processes when they want to communicate with each other. So this is one of the mechanisms that is named pipes, by which we can by which the communication can be established between the two or more unrelated processes. Now here you can see that in this diagram there is a named pipe here, and on the one end of this named pipe there is one write process is there, and on this other end there is another process, that is read process. So what is the concept here is, this process will write something, that will write some message at this end of the pipe, and this process, which is different, entirely different from this process, it will read from this end of the named pipe. Fine. uh, Whatever the message is there, it will be written by this process, that is write process, onto this end of the named pipe, and from this end the process will be reading the same message contents. Fine. So how we can do that practically is, we'll make one program that will be named as FIFO underscore write.c. In that program, it will create this pipe, and it will then open this pipe in the read only mode, because we want to write something onto it. And once that is done, we write some random message on onto the this end of the pipe. And on the other side, on the other program, we'll create a another program that will be named as a FIFO underscore read program, and it will open this named pipe which was created by this process, and from there it will read the contents which were written by this process. So let us see how we can do that practically. I have basically opened two terminals. One terminal is here, as you can see, and one terminal is here. So on one terminal I'll be running the write program, and on the another terminal I'll be running the read program. That is the process one which will be writing the contents, and the process one which will be reading the contents. So I have already made the program. I'll open the program contents. It is FIFO underscore write.c. Just a second. The program name is write underscore FIFO. We wrote in the another order. It is write underscore FIFO.c. So this is the program that will be writing on onto the one end of the pipe basically. So these are the header files that will be required while creating the pipes. So you can use man FIFO, and there all the header files will be listed which are required to be used while working with the named pipes or FIFO. So this program begins here, and this is the file descriptor that will be associated with the named pipe. This is the return value variable. This is the message that we want to send across. Fine. And this is we are standard. We are just cleaning out any contents which might be already there in standard input buffer. So here, what is happening here in this statement is we are making FIFO, that is make f FIFO call is there, system call is there. This is the name of the FIFO that we want to create, named pipe. You can say it can be another any name, and these are the conditions permissions that we are attaching with this named pipe. Now here you can see 666 is there. Now this 6 indicates read and write for user. This 6 indicates read and write, that is 4 and 2 for group. This 6 indicates uh, read and write for others. If 7 is there, then it means you have included 4, 2 and 1. 4 is for read, 2 is for write, 1 is for executable. So here we are giving only read and write permissions to the user group and others, because we want to write and write on the one end and read from the other end. So that's why we have only given the read and write permissions. Now here, after creating this named pipe, that is my FIFO, then you want to open that named pipe. So how you can do that is by using the open system call, and open then name of the file and the mode in which you want to open, that is you want to open that FIFO file in the write only mode, because first you want to write something onto the named pipe, and then it will be read by the another process on the other side. So this will return some descriptor, file descriptor, which will be associated with this named pipe, and once that is done, then you want to write something. So how the syntax goes is write system call is there, then this file descriptor that is associated with this myFIFO named pipe, then buffer is there, buffer what we have stored in this buffer, the message which we want to write, the message which we want to write, then the size of the message that we want to send across. So after you have written the contents onto the named pipe, you close the file descriptor and you exit the process. And onto this side, if we want to see the contents of the this is the read FIFO. So I have this is read underscore FIFO.c. Now here you want to read the contents which we have written previously. So the header files remains the same. Main program begins here. File descriptor is there. Return value is there, and the buffer in which you want to read the message basically. So this is the file descriptor and open system call, and this is the pipe you want to read from. So this was the name of the pipe, that is my FIFO. Then this name, open my FIFO named pipe in mode read only mode. Fine. So once you have opened it, then you want to read the contents which are there in the pipe. So for that you need to use that read system call, read, then file descriptor which is associated with this pipe, then where you want to read the contents in the buffer that we have declared earlier, and what are the size of the maximum size that you can read. Fine. And this is the cleaning out of the contents which are any contents which can be there in the buffer. Then what this statement is doing is you are now you have read the contents from the pipe into the buffer. Now the contents are into the buffer. Now you want to write the contents onto the display screen or the standard output. So for that, syntax is write call is there. One indicates the standard output, that is your the terminal screen. On that the contents will be displayed. What do you want to display? The contents which are there in the buffer, and you need to mention the size of this buffer. So after that is done, you need to close whatever the file descriptors are associated with the object. You need to close all those things, and then you exit the program. So in this terminal we will be exiting. So here I have exit. My file name was write underscore FIFO, so I'll be compiling the file name. The syntax is, you'll be doing that with the help of GCC compiler. So this is GCC, then the compiling options, then the output file that you want to create. It can be any name. I have given WR, and this was your program name, that is write_fifo.c. So this you have compiled, and how you want to run is you write this thing. So now my cursor is blinking here. It has written the contents into the named pipe, that is myfifo. Fine. Now this on the other side, right hand side terminal, I will exit this window. My file name was this. You can see that I have done the ls contents, and the file myfifo, the pipe which we created, is also listed here. So this was the read FIFO program. Again, you want to compile this. So this is GCC, the compiling options, then where you the output file, that is RD, is there, and this is the read program. So this you do it, and then you run it. That is this. So I have sent the contents from this side. I have written the contents on the pipe. Now as soon as you do the run the read program, it will read the contents and it will display. It should display. So there you can see that this message which we wrote on the one end of the pipe, it is read by this program and it is displayed on the output window. And here also it is a blocking call. Basically the write becomes blocking till it is not read by the another process. So once it is read, then the cursor again shows up. So this was a basic simple concept about the named pipes which you have seen. Just you need to create a pipe. On the one side you need to associate the file descriptor with that named pipe, open that named pipe, write the contents, and then you close the file descriptor. On the read side, you need to open the named pipe which you have just created, then read the contents, and once you have read the contents, you need to display on the standard output. So that is the procedures which we need to do when we are doing the inter-process communication with named pipes. Fine. Any doubts you can ask me anytime. Thank you.